Tonight, you're probably going to use fire without even thinking about it. You'll cook food on a stove, turn on a heater, light a candle, maybe charge a phone with electricity made by burning something miles away. To you, fire is just part of life. But to your ancestors, fire was magic. For most of human history, when the sun went down, the world didn't become cozy. It became dangerous. No lights, no oven, no warm house, just darkness, cold air, and the sounds of animals moving through the night. And the strangest part is this. Before fire, humans were not the most dangerous animals on Earth. We were food. In the dark, humans were easy prey. A lion could track movement long before we knew it was there. Then one day, somewhere deep in prehistory, one of our ancestors saw something burning. Maybe lightning struck a dry tree. Maybe a wildfire moved across the grass. Maybe a branch kept glowing after the flames passed. And for every other animal, fire meant one thing: danger. But one of our ancestors did something no other creature had ever done. They moved closer. That decision changed everything. Because fire did not just give humans warmth. It changed what we ate, where we slept, how we talked, how we thought, and eventually, what kind of animal we became. So what actually happened when ancient humans discovered fire? Let's start with the part most people get wrong. Humans did not invent fire in one perfect moment. There was no caveman rubbing two sticks together while everyone clapped. The first step was likely stealing it. A wildfire would pass through a landscape and leave behind burning branches, hot embers, and glowing stumps. At first, they may not have known how to make fire. They may have only known how to keep it alive. Imagine a small group carries a burning branch back after a storm and carefully keeps the flame alive. And for the first time, night does not belong completely to the predators. That sounds simple now, but it was one of the biggest turning points in the history of life on Earth. Deep inside a cave in South Africa called WONDERWERK Cave, archaeologists found something strange. Burned bones and ash nearly 1 million years old. That matters because a wildfire outside a cave is one thing. But burned material deep inside a cave suggests something different. It suggests fire was being brought into human space. Not just seen, not just feared, used. And once humans could use fire, the first thing that changed was the night. Before fire, sunset was a wall. When the light disappeared, useful activity ended. You found shelter, climbed somewhere safe, stayed close to the group, and waited until morning. But a fire created a border. Inside the firelight was warmth, people, and safety. Outside, the firelight was cold, darkness, and fear. That may have been humanity's first room. Not a house, not a cave, not a building. Just a small circle of light surrounded by everything that wanted to kill you. And inside that circle, something strange happened. Humans got more time. They could sharpen stone tools, repair a spear, cook meat, plan hunts, tell stories. Long after the sun disappeared, humans could still keep going. That may not sound dramatic, but think about what it really means. Fire gave humans time that no other animal had. And over thousands of generations, those extra hours changed us. Some anthropologists believe that once humans could safely gather around fire at night, conversations began to change too. People shared stories, remembered old events, taught children, and imagined worlds beyond the camp. Fire created one of the first spaces where humans could think beyond immediate survival. And fire changed something even deeper than our nights. It changed our food. A Harvard professor and primatologist, Richard Wrangham, argues that cooking may have been one of the biggest turning points in human evolution. His point is simple. If we had to eat like our great ape relatives, we might spend 5 or 6 hours a day just chewing. Gorillas, for example, can spend huge parts of the day chewing through raw plants just to get enough nutrition. Raw food takes a lot of energy to chew and digest, but then fire turned it into something else. Meat roasted over coals became softer. Bones cracked near embers released marrow. Plants that were once dangerous became safe enough to eat. Cooking is basically digestion before digestion. It breaks food down before it reaches your stomach. That means your body can spend less energy processing it and pull more energy out of every bite. And this may be one of the reasons fire mattered so much. Your brain is expensive. It is only about 2% of your body weight, but it can burn around 20% of your resting energy. You cannot easily power a human brain on endless raw leaves and insects. You need dense calories, fat, meat, cooked plants, food your body can actually use. This is why some scientists argue that cooking helped make us human. Not because one cooked meal suddenly created intelligence, but because over time, cooked food may have helped support bodies with smaller guts, different teeth, and bigger brains. Fire did not just help humans eat. It helped humans become the kind of animal that could sit around a flame and wonder why fire existed. But here is where the story gets even stranger. For a long time, archaeologists could find evidence that ancient humans used fire, but proving they could actually make fire was much harder. That distinction matters. Using fire means you found it somewhere. Making fire means you control when it exists. And recently, researchers announced something incredible from a site in Barnham, Suffolk, in England. They found evidence of a hearth dating to about 415,000 years ago. Heated clay, fire-damaged flint tools, and pieces of iron pyrite, a mineral that can create sparks when struck against flint. That suggests these ancient humans were not just carrying fire from wildfires, they may have been making it on purpose. A creature that once ran from fire learned to summon it from stone. That is not just survival, that is control over nature. Colder places become survivable. Nights become usable. More foods become edible. Predators keep their distance. Fire was the first technology that changed the world around us. We took one of nature's most dangerous forces and built our lives around it. And eventually, that tiny circle of light became everything. The campfire became the village became the city. The cooking fire became the furnace. The furnace became engines, factories, and eventually, rockets. The same basic force that once cooked raw meat would one day launch humans into space. Every time you light a candle, turn on a stove, or sit beside a fireplace, you are interacting with one of the oldest relationships in human history. Older than farming, older than cities, maybe older than our own species. For millions of years, the night belonged to the predators. Then one of our ancestors picked up a burning branch, and the dark stepped back.